Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Finally, senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. Thumbs up for that. Well, hokey smokes, it is indeed a brand new day, and I have been outside many a time. Kind of cloudy, kind of not too cold, not too warm. Pleasant for me, but I like it chill. So, thumbs up on that. And I've walked around outside, and when I woke up this morning, I felt great. I slept because less pain, because I've got that block of foam in my bed that I'm propping up my leg on now. And that is keeping it from hurting. For a while, I had to take a shower. Well, technically, you never have to take a shower, but I do not wish to become a shambling mound of filth and corruption. So, I took a shower. Standing with no orthotic devices for my feet. That muscle was killing me by the time I finished up my shower. And then walking, I have to walk slowly. And the more and the longer I walk, the more it builds up and hurts until I have to stop. It's very slow, very painful. But I have to walk out this pain. But that means I have to actually walk. And it takes me forever to walk that out. Yesterday, it was like from here almost to the library. And that's about a mile away. Normally, it was gone in about a block or two. Now it's forever, and oh my gosh, does it hurt until then. But by stretching my leg out when I'm sitting in this chair, not the best option, but I can't also go too low in my chair, set it too low to the ground and stretch my leg out, because that bends my hips at the waist. And that makes it hurt. But I can't go up too high, because then the bottom of the seat will dig into the back of my legs. And that makes it hurt. So I've got to get a point where I'm not too low, not too high, stretch my leg out, and then I can do things in here. But when I get out and move, I'm hit with that. Can't even make it to the community center. And the community center is like a quarter of a block from where my apartment here. So, and yeah, I'm waiting for the Veterans Administration authorization to come through. And with everything that's been going on with the destruction of the U.S. government here, who knows how long it's going to take. But if this keeps up, pretty soon I'm going to have to be down at the emergency room because I won't be able to do anything. And I don't know what's going on and how to fix it. Life is life, though. I am alive. I have been sleeping better. That's good. Definitely a thumbs up on that. Been drinking a lot of calf and decaf tea, and that's okay. I have 1 cup of green tea in the morning, 1 cup of green tea in the afternoon, and a cup of green tea in the evening. So that's 3 cups of green tea. It's about 20 milligrams of caffeine each, so it's about 60 milligrams of caffeine each day. I don't want to get hooked back on caffeine again, but it looks like I am. On my way. Not there yet. But life is life. The rest of it is just decaffeinated as stated, and the occasional herbal tea. Bengal spice being the one. I've shown it off on here quite a bit in the past, where it's got a whole bunch of really spicy stuff in it, including things like black pepper. It's really an interesting tea. So thumbs up on that. Because I find it difficult to stay hydrated. And as I had a rolling bill come through, so I have $9 to purchase something to eat for tonight. And then tomorrow I get my disability, so that's good. Yay! Now I do have some stuff written down up here, including how I talked about how I have to sit. Because the problem, of course, is I can't stand in place for very long. I think I even talked about this yesterday. Because of my back injury, I have to be either walking or sitting. Which is good if I go walking. But then that means I have to keep walking if I want this to not hurt. Because sitting down takes my pain dial and ramps it back up to 100. It's joyous. But I did yesterday, I talked about how I went to the library and I got $39 out of the $44 of free printing every month. And of course I put a dollar thing on that because we're given $44 worth of free printing. I mean, I can do that and it doesn't cost me a penny. And I put all $39, this is not the all 39, it's just I don't have them in notebooks, so if I try to lift them up I'm going to have pages flying everywhere. But I've got these things in page protectors. This one here is one that I do want to play. It's a minimal resources role-playing game. It's The Ruins Near Town is a fantasy role-playing game designed for solo play, wherein your party of bold adventurers, explorers, just etc., etc. But you're trying to get legend points, you're trying to get certain things, and you use cards for most of it. You use dice for the random tables and possibly a few other things. But past that is just pencil and paper, dice, and a deck of cards. And you make your characters by cards, playing cards. And it's simple enough that I want to get it done, and that hopefully it'll be easier to push through the executive dysfunction than it is for many other things. But we shall see. Executive function dysfunction issues play by nobody's rules but their own. Thumbs up for that. But I did spend a lot of time doing that yesterday and such, and I just need notebooks now to, well, one notebook, but can't get that tonight because of that one great rolling bill. Thumbs up. Still though, life is life. Anything else that I have written down? The only other thing I've got to talk about is, this is another kind of current events thing where our Whiskey Pete Hegseth, the Department of Defense head who was put in place because he was a Trump loyalist instead of somebody who actually knows what he's doing, called in, of course, 800 generals and top enlisted people for something that could have been a frickin' email, but called them up there to insult them to their faces. One of the reasons we have a very powerful military is because we have been redefining and defining rules to make our systems better. We have better systems for people, we have better systems for machinery, we have better systems for electronics. Everything keeps getting better. So if our military does stuff under, say, they bring in woke stuff, the woke stuff is because that stuff makes us more operational, gets us more mission ready. And if we're more mission ready by doing some woke stuff than if we take the woke stuff out, which then lowers our mission preparedness, I don't think that's woke stuff. I think that's essential military stuff. And especially the way the right wing in America has gotten veterans especially duped. Everybody's anti-DEI. If you are a veteran and you fill out any kind of job application, you know that little box where it says, "Are you a veteran?" That's DEI. You're getting DEI treatment because you're a veteran. Being against that means all of a sudden they'll take that out of there because it doesn't matter if you're a veteran or not. You will never get preferential treatment again. People are idiots. And especially, I am very upset at, once again, this administration for what they're doing. Again, one of the rules, trying to get rid of things like shaving waivers because they want people to look good. No. Who primarily has to have shaving waivers? Black folk. So if you get rid of the shaving waiver, you can get kicked out for having infected shaving bumps. If you do not properly take care of this, and you can't, if you have a condition known as being black, you're going to have this problem. So this is just another way to make everything white. And with this fixation on, oh, I could do pull-ups, the guy says, and he wants everybody able to do this, that, or the other, on the physical stuff, or you're out. If you're in a nuclear submarine and you've got a problem going on, it does not matter how many push-ups that you're going to be doing. This is what's going to keep you alive, and I'm so irate, and everybody else in the sub with you. If you're in a bomber and something goes wrong, it doesn't matter how many curl-ups you can do. This is what's going to get you out of the situation. If you are in a nuclear silo and you've got a problem with the missile, it doesn't matter how many push-ups and how many kilometers you can run. This is what you need. And when they're kicking people out because this isn't important anymore, it's how you look, you got an issue. So yeah, as a vet, I am pissed off. But life is life. And it's also a short one, again, because even though I've gotten sleep, my pain in my leg, when I go out when I go out walkies, it slows me down and takes longer. I've got less time to do stuff. When I am moving around, I am dealing a lot with this. When you're hurting a lot, it pushes out a whole bunch of other stuff from your head. And unfortunately, I am having to have a lot of stuff pushed out of my head because I'm hurting a lot. I wish it wasn't true, but it is. So while I've been thinking of things, I don't have anything I can really remember to talk about. While I have been playing games, I can't really remember any that I've been doing. While I have been reading and doing stuff, I don't really have anything I remember. Being in pain sucks. You'd think that dealing with chronic pain, I'd be used to it, but the problem is when you're used to chronic pain, that is not acute. Chronic is generally something that you can push into the background and then you deal with on top of it. Acute pushes itself from the background to the foreground and it dominates. And I'm dealing with an acute issue and it's dominating. Ugh. Still though, even though it's 1:30 in the afternoon, I am hoping to get at least something recorded for the channel today. That would be a good thing, even though very, very few people watch, and I am intensely grateful for everybody that does. I still like to show people, even if it's only a few people, the stuff that I think is neat and the stuff that I think is cool. So, thumbs up for that. Anyway, if you could like, comment, share, subscribe, that'd be very cool, greatly appreciated. And, of course, brain. If you're a Patreon patron, thumbs up, thank you, greatly appreciated. I'm down to 205. And I'm eating more chili, so I need to cut down on my yogurt. But still, Point being, thank you so very much. And without your help, I wouldn't be eating this past at least a week. And this rolling thing would have bounced. So, thumbs up and thank you. It is appreciated to no end. If you've left me a comment, thumbs up and thank you. You two are beautiful and awesome in your own way. I read every comment that YouTube shows me. I thumbs up or heart every comment. Hearting when I remember, which isn't very often. That's a reflection on me, not on you. And I answer as many comments as I can, which isn't as many as I'd like because of my nerve compression. And oh boy, but I do as best I can, and it can take a while, up to 24 hours. So keep checking back. Thumbs up. And I'd play an internet game of either calling out a writing prompt or putting up a secret word in the hopes that people will write it into the comments for blatant engagement farming, and it is nice to be heard. The last people that played were Jesse Koskinen, thumbs up and thank you. Toilet Decimator, thumbs up, greatly appreciated. Chris, and all of your incarnations and flavors, thumbs up. I don't really have anything here other than, like, if you could type bicycle into the comments for blatant engagement farming, that would be very cool. Definitely a thumbs up. I mean, I know many people watch and do this stuff, but it's fun to at least try. I had therapy today. Things still have to settle down, so dealing with all that decompression is fun. Anyway, though, I'm going to edit, render, upload. I'm going to loosen my shoe, the laces on my shoe. For whatever reason, my right foot hurts even with the slightest pressure. I mean, given the opportunity, yeah, that's right. Given the opportunity, my right foot would be happiest with nothing on it. You will complain that, oh my God, you're cutting off the blood supply by putting on a sock. But right now, my shoe does not hurt, but it's hurting my foot. So I need to loosen it up even further, even though I can loosen my shoe to the point that it will literally fall off while I'm walking and still go, oh my God, our blood supply is gone, we're gonna rot. Thumbs up. And that's from pressure. It's going out walking, not an issue. I got plenty of blood supply. It's just, ow. Anyway, until we meet again, God's above, I can remember things. You take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very, very good thing. Hokey smokes. I hope your day is awesome. And, yeah, and pain-free, too.